Greetings, my beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I felt I really needed to record this video for you today because some very intense things have happened in recent days to me, and I do feel like this is an energy that is collective and that you may also be experiencing or will experience. So, to put things into context, we're going to back up a little bit and talk about what's been happening in the collective in the last half a year or so, which was the time of the beginning of the conflict in Israel. Whatever side of this conflict that you may be on, we can all agree that it is very intense, serious, and deadly conflict. And when humanity experiences this kind of conflict, two things happen. And this just became clear to me recently. But there are two forces here. And one of these forces is this force of negative energy that no matter where you are in the world, you are experiencing negative energy related to this deadly conflict. And so this is the darkness that, and what happens is that it resonates with whatever unhealed things are in your shadow, and especially something which many of us have, I believe, in our ancestral line, any kind of war trauma. So I personally have a lot of war trauma in my ancestral line. My parents were both born during World War II in the center of World War II. And of course there were many conflicts before that, and some time ago I did a healing for some victims of the Holocaust that came to me in meditation, because that energy was around me, even though to the best of my knowledge I don't believe that my ancestors were directly involved or victims. But that energy is there, and the energy right now of this war is in our collective. And so whatever ancestral trauma related to war that we have experienced, that we carry, is going to be coming out in the form of anger and fear and grief. And so this is kind of what's been happening since the fall. And it's actually gaining in intensity, because the longer that this goes on, the more casualties, the more pain, the more darkness there is in our collective. And the second process that is parallel and opposite to this is the process of awakening, of healing, of light. Because what we need to understand is that things are always in balance. The more that you bring forth darkness, the more that light comes forth as well. So in very recent times, I've really noticed my healing abilities growing. Also those of my friends that are healers, we've been having these parallel experiences of the growth of our healing abilities, because the more darkness there is, the more there is need of healing. So you may be also experiencing some new abilities yourself. Know that this is being awakened in you to help the collective, help yourself and the collective. And of course, there are many roles that we can take in regards to this conflict. And that is everyone's choice and decision. But one thing that we can all do is to send positive energy to release and heal whatever is triggered by this conflict in us, so that we are not feeding the negative energy. The more that we can shift into the positive, the more it will affect the collective, and the more that the energy can be shifting towards a resolution. And as I said, you can also do other things, and anything that you feel called to do, you should absolutely be doing. So in a healing I did yesterday with a client, I saw war, and I saw and this has been happening in like several recent sessions I've had. And the message that I had was to repeat this affirmation that I think would be very helpful for all of us to be saying. And the affirmation is, the pain is over. I can let it go. I am safe. I understand that you can say that the pain is not over, but what we are doing with this affirmation is to bring to fruition the end of the conflict, the end of this this negative collective energy that we are still processing. And the more that we can send this positive this positive resolution into the collective, the faster it will resolve. So you can repeat it with me, and repeat it to yourself whenever you're feeling triggered, whenever you're feeling negative emotions, whenever you're struggling. The pain is over. I can let it go. I am safe. The pain is over. I can let it go. I'm safe. The letting go is the letting go of these previous instances of war trauma that we have experienced in our ancestral lines or in our current life. The pain is over. I can let it go. I am safe. And say this to yourself until you feel a shift in your energy, until you truly feel lighter, truly feel safer. And then this energy will be sent out. And so what I feel for the month of May, and I felt this months ago, that May would be a month of a lot of light. But in this light, there may also be a lot of darkness coming up to be healed. And it was already happening, but it seems that every month it is escalating and happening more and more and more because of this catalyst. So I encourage you to embrace the light of May, to release as much trauma as you can by this affirmation, by doing healing work on yourself. I recorded a shamanic journey video that I will link here that will help guide you to release whatever trauma needs releasing. And just know that you're not alone. Humanity as a whole is going through this, and it is leading us down the path to reconciliation and love and light. And the more that we can, each of us, shift to this vibration of love and light, the faster we can shift our collective humanity. So thank you for joining me. I'm sending you all my love, all the light, all the blessings. And I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your efforts, each and every one of your efforts. Thank you.